and it's going to be a little weird, man, of how that all works out all together between Sean P Diddy Combs and you know, the whole Trump situation and everything that's going on. And I may have made a mistake earlier because I didn't move the two cameras. So if I did, so if you didn't see anything earlier, that is my apologies, ladies and gentlemen. I'm currently still learning these tools, trying to get better at them. And it's my first time using these newer tools on the Rumble Studios. We're very appreciative to be able to use Rumble Studios and to be able to use all their wonderful tools and techniques that they give us and all the different advice they give us on helping us make up our platform. So thank you so much, Rumble. Please check out many different things. Sign up for Rumble Premium, and we appreciate everything they do. Now, moving on to the next story, and hopefully now I will do this right and more correctly. Uh, there we go. Now, we've moved off Sean P. Diddy Combs. You know, hey, look, it is what it is. I've never been to a Diddy party, but I've listened to some Diddy songs, and some of them songs were pretty good. So I'll leave it at that. Now, there is something that's a little weird and very odd before we move on to stories of the weird, and that is I love how this individual changed her name. I don't know if it was some people are saying it's in spite of her dead, but she's going to college in Pennsylvania. And ladies and gentlemen, Siri Cruz, which is Tom Cruise's daughter, is currently uh well, let's see, let's pop this up here. Add to the stage. There we go. I'm gonna get this right eventually. So as you can see, Siri Cruz has changed her names and it says that she has severed ties with her famous father and legal allegations. The 20-year-old changed her surname to and my whole thing is it's like wouldn't you be a little bit more like, "I'm trying to hide this," if you were really, against your dad? I don't think Tom Cruise is, like, that bad of a guy. I know he has well, let's just say I'm not trying to be, sued or anything, so let's just say he has a difference of opinions when it comes to religion, and I'll leave it at that. Now, do I enjoy Tom Cruise movies? Absolutely. I would love to be as old as Tom Cruise and to look as good as he does. Um, my problem is that too many people are making it seem like she hates her dad or she has something wrong with her dad. Look, say what you want about Tom Cruise, but I think he tries really hard. Um, he has a very good public image. I've never seen him be nasty to anyone out in public. And there's been some people who've been outright rude to this dude, and he has been unbelievably cool about it now. And no, he's been cool about it, and he's an old dude now. Because like when you get old, it's like it's kind of hard to lie about who you are. It's like, oh, I'm old now. I'm an asshole. Because some people will hide it. It's like, oh, he's a really good guy. It's like, no, he was just always an ass. But so telling people that you changed your name and you're going to college in Pennsylvania, that's not good. It's like, why would you do that? But I digress. Maybe she did it for the publicity so she can get like some movie role or something like that. Uh I think it's kind of weird, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the young lady. I hope she gets the help that she needs. But Tom Cruise is an amazing actor. He has many different kids, and apparently, some of his kids have turned on him. Maybe they turn on him because he ain't giving them enough money. I mean, what is it? 50 Cent, one of his kids, like all like hate him because he don't give him no money. They're like, man, you a grown ass man. How many gonna make your own money? So that's kind of one of those things where it's like does she really hate Tom Cruise? Or is she like she did it so she can get some publicity? Because otherwise, she's just Tom Cruise's kid. So we'll see how that works out. Now, a little weird news or news that you would not be aware of, and this news kind of threw me off as well. And I wasn't prepared for this news. I found it by accident. So, ladies and gentlemen, bear with me. And this is going to be cool because I would love to be a part of this for a different reason and people are gonna laugh at this, but this is just outright just some cool stuff, man. And Check this out. All right. Now, if you're watching on the screen, you're watching me live here, you will see there's a thing called Queer Bash. Now, it is a reference to a semi regular combat sport, a self defense event of transgender queer athletes in Denver. And if you look up queer fight clubs, there are queer fight clubs all over the place. So if there is one in Columbia, South Carolina, I would love to come there and be like the guy who does like your like introducing everybody, and it's like, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, whatever you identify, it's just whatever, and just like introducing people because I love to see people throw down. I don't care who you are. If you got hands and you can fight, I want to see you throw down. And I never thought I'd be talking about queer bash on my show. You know, that's just weird, cool, and just kind of like, wow, queer bash. It exists. Yes. And I think that this is something that I would love to be a part of, but I would love to be the guy who announces everybody. And trust me, I will give you an amazing whatever whatever you want me to say about you, or I can add extra to it and embellish and make it something fun. Um, but finding out about this, I was pretty interested. And if they have one here in Columbia, South Carolina, please get in contact with the show, and I would love to do the announcing for some of the fights if I can, or even do commentary over it. That would also be cool. So yes, Queer Bash, awesome, very cool. Now let me go ahead and leave this here and talk about something that I love to talk about. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a certain section of the show called "How Dare You." It is a loving tribute to a young lady uh, who is she's an activist. She's a model to some, and she has a sense of Asperger's. And it's a loving tribute to Greta Thunberg. And it's the my how dare you is how dare you uh if you go on YouTube or anywhere, like even like Facebook, you'll see something about some music artist or about some famous person, and it's like it's a picture, or it could be a video clip, and they're homeless or something, right? Or it's like they're gritty looking, you don't know if it's really them or not. So you click onto it, and then it's like some AI person or AI girl or guy are talking like so and so, and it's like nothing to do with it, but it was clickbait to get you to click the story to watch some AI crap, and you basically spent 13 seconds or 15 seconds, which counts has a watch. So it's like they got you. Like if you ever watch South Park, with the whole commercials or whatever, and like what's his name? Uh, Stan's dead. Oh, I can't think of his name right now. Randy. And he's like, Sharon, Sharon, they got me. Yeah, that's it, man. So screw you to those people who do that, because they got me with a Lane Staley, and they got me with a different one from the lead singer of what is it? Offspring. They got me twice in one day. And so that's what I was like, you got me twice in one day, man. What the hell? What did I do? You got me twice. I was so that's my how dare you, sir? That is upsetting, because I wanted to see a real story about these guys. And I was like, oh, he went on hard times. They just toured last year. How they fall on hard times? Drugs? So how dare you get me with clickbait by putting a homeless person or someone who doesn't look like the person, or and you think, wow, they age so badly or poorly. No, someone clickbaited you with an AI story. So don't click on those, because those suck, and they'll make you mad like they made me mad. I don't like it. Now, with that said, uh, I would like to give some shout outs to some people here. Let's go over to, and if we can, I would love to do this real quick. Um, Let me head over here and see if I can go ahead and actually go to their actual little site here, ladies and gentlemen, and check them out and make sure I can get up on them real quick. Let me look him up real quick. Riz. There we go. Perfect. Now, let's go ahead and give a shout out to Resident Steroid, but let's go ahead and check out his little show here. And he has a very good show, by the way. I like seeing his show. I'm going to bring it up here for you guys to check out. Let me add this to the stage because I did not add it to the stage. There we go. And he does a lot of good content with and apparently he is watching someone live, or he is currently live himself, or was live with Yellow Jacket King. But Daryl is going back to doing some work. And shout out to him and his crew. And like he's got some really good stuff about checking things out. So this is older stuff. See, I'm looking at older streams. This ain't like no newer streams. But if you check out Resonance Daryl and the crew, that is a really good channel to check out because they're just basically some filthy reselling going on from time to time, and they are picking up some games. And trust me, a filthy reseller is only going to get more filthier. And with everything that's going on in the gaming world, you need, and I mean this in all honesty to everybody, you need to check yourself because this stuff's coming faster than you know it. And people are saying, oh, well, you're just fermenting it by saying it over and over again. I'm not fermenting anything. I'm telling you right now, unless you get your head out of your butt and you start getting right, you're going to be just just screwing yourself. Get yourself right. I'm gonna add myself back to the stage here. There we go. I'm back to the stage. I'm still trying to get used to these new tools on this Rumble Studio thing. So forgive me if I made any mistakes tonight, because I probably made a few. But I just wanted to do a little state of emergency about the boycott, about a few things that are going on in general. Oh, and before I get out of here, let me say some music that you should listen to. If you've never listened to the greatest hits of Pink Floyd, check that out, man. You're missing out on great art. Pink Floyd's amazing. You know, you don't have to be like a drug addict to listen to them. So I don't do drugs. I never did drugs. Or like a hippie, or like even British. You can just enjoy uh, Pink Floyd. I was really annoyed the other day. I was in Costco and I saw a lady wearing a Pink Floyd shirt, and I wanted to ask her if she knew any music, but I was like, no, 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 no. She's a young person. She's not going to know any music. I'm going to basically do a complete total opposite because normally, it's like I do the gotchas. I'm like, to these young people, it's like, oh, I just really like the colors. And I said, wow, that's amazing art. Do you know who the artist is that does that? And she just looks at me, and I look at her, and she's like, oh, I just bought it because I really thought it looked good too. I don't know who the artist was that does it. I'm like, do you think it's a Picasso? And she's like, it could be. So, yes, we're at that point where people think a T-shirt or an album cover that's on a T-shirt because it was Pink Floyd, The Wall, is a Picasso on a T-shirt. Yep, we reached that, ladies and gentlemen. So, with that said, shout out to Residence Daryl again. Shout out to PlayStation Ain't Dead. Games Ain't Dead. Shout out to Chris and Unlimited Games in Shelby, North Carolina. Shout out to our show that we do every Friday night. Please like, share, subscribe to the show. Tell your friends. Tell a homeless person. Instead of giving them something to eat, or when they're at the, you're driving and they have their phone out, say, hey man, subscribe to that guy's show. You'll be thankful. That way, they might be thankful. It's like, hey, you gave me something to do, man. I can listen to that during the day. Talk about games. Oh, and the one last thing, let me get a sports story out of the way here because I almost missed sports today. With LeBron James and some other, I forgot the other player who joined him from the Celtics, but they're not going to go that far. They'll probably go to the second round of the playoffs. I'm marking it now. They'll go to the second round of the playoffs and lose. I don't think they'll make it past the second round of the playoffs. And then for the Kansas City Chiefs offensive coordinator's son to go again, with privilege, man, you become crazy. And this kid, I don't know what got into him, man. I think SSRIs are just hurting people more than they're helping people. If you want to look up that story, it's kind of sad and it's kind of sick at the same time. So, prayers to the family, prayers to the dead, prayers to the wife who was lost, and I'll leave it at that. Prayers to everyone out there that needs prayers. So, ladies and gentlemen, aliens, whatever you identify in this wonderful, beautiful, and awesome world, thank you so much. And as always, we'll see you this Friday, 10 o'clock p.m. Peace.